Alright, let's get it. It's horsing time. Brah. Camera's too high up. Better. Sort of. Actually better. Tosin. Tosin Jordan. How's it going? Mm-mm-mm. Go ahead and get it going. Yeah, starting strong. Okay. Earthquake pills. What in the flippity fuck is that? Um, whatever. We'll figure it out. Bumblebee, Thunderbolt. Those are both like yellow. Um, Solar System, Grind Rail, Shocker. Shocker and a Bombshell definitely work well together. And maybe a Revelation. And like I want to say something like a Thunderbolt, but that doesn't seem quite right. These are all. My boss is pretending like he didn't see my PTO request I submitted last week. Uh, I mean, I guess you could just forward the email to him again. Like forward the previous one so that the timing is still clear. Uh, TNT and Tinderbox kind of work together. Huh. Solar system. Solar. Solar system. Hmm. Hmm. EIC. Rock, iron, earth. Those all start with something like that. Um. Hmm. Bumble, Tinder. What are the other ones here? Um. I actually don't know all the dating sites. There's Grinder. I'm gonna have to find the recording of my meeting with him 2 weeks ago where he verbally approved it. Great. Match. Match.com, I guess. I don't know if these are the four they want, but they do work. Starting with dating apps. Nice. Okay, Shocker, Bombshell, and Revelation still work well together. And like, it's either Thunderbolt, TNT, or Volcano. Those are all very explosive, but I don't know if I really hear them used. Thank you for the resub, Turtle! I still gotta get the custom badges set up and everything, man. I don't know. It's just so tough for me to like do it. I wanna. How is this a resub? The sub payment hasn't gone off yet. How is this a resub? Like, are you resubbing early and it's considering it a resub? Or, huh? Solar, iron, earth, um, revelation. No. Shocker, Thunderbolt. No. These are all explosive. Bombshell, TNT, Volcano. I don't know what the fuck Earthquake Pills has to do with anything. I don't even know what that is. What are we talking about? What are we doing? DNA. Thunderbolt. Bolt. Hello, curtain shirt. This used to be a little bluer. It's a little closer to the curtain now. It's still bluer than the curtain, though. They are made by Acme. TNT. Earthquake pills and tea. Oh, if it's made by Acme, then that's okay. I had like a pop-up that I get after the payment usually goes off to like make the animation play as if I sub live, but I haven't paid for the sub for this month. So it like just did it? Huh. Bro is fading into the background. Honestly, I'm okay with this shirt kind of graying out a little bit. The blue dye used to kind of come out of this shirt sometimes. It was weird. I didn't like it. Rocket skates definitely work. And probably Ironbird seed, yeah. This is all shit that Wile E. Coyote used. Bombshell, Shocker, and Revelations still work here. DNA, atom, and solar system are all very big scientific discoveries. And I guess volcanoes and how they work would probably be the last one. Yeah, science fair model subjects. Okay, that works too. Yeah, sure. So anyway, I finally went around with upgrading my Haru Urara. She is now SS plus. Hell yeah. I could have gotten a UG last night, but I failed two of my most important trainings on sub 10% failure chances, so I ended up only with a double S. And I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess. 3 times that run I trained with any percent failure, and 2 of them I failed. I never knew Thunderbolt was a shocking news term. Yeah, same actually. I still wasn't convinced by that. Yeah, Urara it again, you are not URA. Track Blazer was kind of racist, wasn't it? It didn't like Haru, especially Haru. Her and Manhattan Cafe had it rough. Um, Shelf, not Shelf. Doubt. Okay. Well, that got us 3 letters. Anyone with 2 Gs has it rough. Yeah, and the distances in particular, yeah. Although if you have mile medium, you're still fine because you can run the triple tiara and you can run the mile circuit and like yeah, you can't run the long, so you can't get like the 10 sweep and the spring senior triple crown, but other than that, you can get everything. And if you have even a C in long, you can probably win the Arimakina in year 3. Um, because the Arima is a fake long, so you don't care about stamina, and a C on a long usually doesn't kill you if you've got the speed and the stam. Kern-chan, yeah, same issue there. Um, okay, I see T.O., uh, huh. Also Bakshin, kinda. If they can run sprint mile, they can kinda get away with it. But the problem with Haru is she's dirt only sprint mile. Like you can at least run the sprints plus the miles. It's not as much as the Triple Crown, but the sprints plus the miles are worth a fair bit. And usually if you're running the mile medium long, you can't run the Takamatsu Nomiya because you have to run the Osaka High. So like you do kind of catch some ground back up by running the sprints. It's just not quite as good. Hey, 10 stream streak from Scholler. Shout out Israel. Don't shout them out here. That's um to to toady today. Today. That's what you guessed. It's not today. Foolish. Is this like toddy? Is that like some fucking British word? Tobuscus? No, not Tobuscus either. Thanks. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's probably some old British word. Toddy. Definition. Toddy. Um, a usually hot drink consisting of liquor, water, sugar, and spices. It was first used in 1609. Cool. All right, global. Dude, the team trials are getting spooky, by the way. I was watching last week, I was watching the score climb towards me. I'm sure that it's not going to climb too much more over the next week because, everyone came back the first week and there was an event and all that, so I'm sure it'll slow down a little bit, but it was spooky. Don't you love that the integrated Oxford Dictionary on Google got replaced with AI? No. Not Guam, correct. I've seen the mention of everything is crab, yes. Okay, it's not Spain, but it could be in Africa again. I think we'll soon get to the point where scores will drop again because of Unity. Scores will drop? Oh? Like, I think people were trying really hard to upgrade their I don't think the scores are ever gonna like sorry, I'm talking about team trials scores, to be clear. Uh which generally won't go like back down, right? They might go down a little bit when people stop playing again, right? Because everybody came back with the big patch, but eventually that's going to taper off a little bit. People aren't going to be doing like 5 runs every single day, and so the team trial score cutoff isn't going to be quite as high. I've been noticing that teams are now worse even with higher scores. Yeah, but the high score is what the cutoff is, so those scores ain't going back down. Saudi Arabia. Sure. Hey, we are adjacent to Saudi Arabia. The question is, which adjacent are we? 4,000 from here, I am going to guess we're up here somewhere. I don't think this is 4,000 down here. I think this is our 4,000. Shout out Yemen. My goat, Yemen. You think it's Jordan? Nope, good guess though. Good guess. Jordan is not adjacent, but it is close. Huh. Maybe it is over here again. It's fucking Kuwait again. No, because it is bordering. Is there like a small country right along here, or is this all owned by one? It is indeed Kuwait. UAE wouldn't have been, yeah, UAE wouldn't have been too bad either. It did end up being Kuwait. Hey, we weren't in Africa. Technically Asia. All right. Risk of Rain Toodle. Let's start simple. Let's start with the Paul's Goat Hoof. Let's start simple. Okay, not base game. Ugh. Was really hoping for Jordan, I'm sure. Linear white, but not base game. Okay, that's very limiting. Um, it's not passive. Oh, what's that stupid ticker thing from Survivors of the Void? I could start with the Tosin Jordan on the Umaguesser. White linear, white linear. Hello Neighbor mentioned. What a weird game. It's a very weird game. It's especially weird that it's like a kid's game, but the themes are very not kid friendly. It's like it's like if Undertale were actually marketed for kids. You know what I mean? Not exactly, but like it gives that vibe of like, what are we doing, guys? uh I do remember something like that. I don't keep up with Hello Neighbor much, but I do remember hearing about that. What the fuck is that it looks like a stopwatch. I guess it could be Bolstering Lantern. It's not from Seekers of the Storm. Okay, that makes me think even more that it might be the ticker thing. Although, doesn't that increase attack speed? Delicate Watch ain't bad. Delicate Watch ain't a bad guess. Where the fuck's... Oh, I guess I was scrolled down. That was weird. There we go. It is Delicate Watch. From Survivors of the Void. I'm almost done with the vent. Wow, that's fast. I'm like a little under halfway. I spend a lot of TP on rerolling sparks though because I don't want to run 17 runs a day. Still, duh. Doesn't matter if they're faster, you're still spending more time when you spend that much, you know? Um, okay, Dave, what do you got for me today? One of these days it'll be Dave. Top 400 male solo, not hip hop, not European. Okay. Um, I do have to buckle down and do 5 man runs. Just do one a day. You'll be fine. Montel Jordan? Who the fuck is that? I get you're just trying to sneak your name in there, but top 400? Why would you pipe me? Bad Bunny. Sure. Okay, we are, as expected, in the US, most likely. It's not Puerto Rico, but it is North American. Also, why did I guess Bad Bunny? I knew he wasn't pre-2014. Um, Ooh-wee. I sure do have a lot of Chinese Uma drops available. Let's go. You should open up a Chinese Umamusume account. All right. Pre-2013. So this could be like, I mean, this could be JT. Justin Timberlake works pretty well here. Okay. We are after 2002. Would Pitbull be considered pop or is he considered Latin or hip hop? I don't even know where the fuck you put Pitbull. He's like he like he's hip hop. He appears as like features doing rapping stuff kind of. But then he's also like very Latin inspired, but he's definitely also pop influenced. Bruno Mars, it's got to be, right? Not top 50, but higher than 80. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Now Bruno's too popular. Bruno's too popular. Pitbull's considered hip hop. Oh, Pitbull's Latin. See, we disagree. We've got some disagreement on whether he's hip hop or Latin. Who knows? Now it is not up until 2005. So this is 2003, 2004, 03, 04, top 70, but not top 50. So between 50 and 70, pop. Huh. Well, this is, I mean, Pharrell Williams maybe, but I don't know if he's probably not considered pop, right? I don't know what Pharrell might be R&B. John Legend's not a bad guess either, but he might even be like what genre do those two fall in? And is John Legend popular enough? I know he's super popular, but I don't know if he's top 50 popular. I'm pretty confident Pharrell would be, but I don't know that for sure either. I guess we could try both. Legend is R&B for sure. Okay. I'll go with Pharrell and see if they put him in pop. They do put him in R&B. I was kind of figuring that might be the case, but John Legend, the simp? The simp? Who is he simping for? His wife? I think that's probably fine. I know simp is supposed to have like a negative connotation. I'm pretty sure if you simp for your wife, that's just normal. That's how that's supposed to be, right? I might go John Legend just to see if they do put hit. I'm pretty sure they don't, but yeah, okay. Well, we know the year now. It's 2004. That's an old ass tweet where someone called him a simp because he wrote a song for his wife. Oh, people on the internet. What is love? I don't understand it, so anyone who loves someone else is a simp. Even if they're actually genuinely married. Baby, don't. Thank you. Thank you. So 2004. This is ever so slightly before my time. I mean, like, not exactly. I did listen to people from around this time, but I was 7 when this artist debuted. I'm sure I know it. Yeah. Oh, I see. That makes sense, Rex. Sometimes we just blank out a year of our life and we just forget everything that happened during that time. So I get it. I get it. 2003, you were there. 2004, you were in a fugue state throughout. And then 2005, you came back too. Yeah. Um, okay, it's not gonna be. Holy shit, how many times do they say this is how we do it in this song? This was back when the formulaic way of ending a song was to just repeat the one line over and over again and then fade out after 16 bars. Okay. Jordy Greep, that sounds right. I don't even know who the fuck that is. That's probably the point. Let me look through some of my old music and see if I can think of them. See if I see them in here. I probably won't because I listen to rock mostly, but you never know. Maybe I'll see it in here. Hmm. I don't think you're popular enough. Owl City does come to mind, but I don't think Uma Drops? Nah, it's for the Chinese version, unfortunately. Several female pop singers from then I could guess. Oh, when did Tame Impala start? Tame Impala's not American, right? I think that's Australian, right? Or am I mistaken about that? Uh, uh, we know they're American. The less I know, the better. It's definitely not CeeLo Green. He's a little too old. Um, and also probably not pop if I had to guess. Also, how you doing, Pop? Oh, 2004. You're fine. You can't win them all, right? Hey, whole week. Boom. Working on a little something something, are ya? Oh, by the way, while I have people here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will not be streaming. I'm out of town those days. So those days I just can't stream. Um, So this week's gonna be a little bit weird because I also think I have at least two collabs on the remaining 3 days, possibly all 3 days. So this week might be a week that just like my usual programming just isn't happening. There might be one day of like LA Noir or something. But I've got Crab Champions on Tuesday, and I've got probably Supermarket Sim on Thursday. And then on Wednesday, we'll see. It might be a Slay the Spire collab. It might be just me playing something else. Maybe Slay the Spire, just not collab. Um, okay, this is sad. We already said his name in chat way earlier, and we were all wrong. Oh, wait, who did we say? Oh, is it Pitbull? Is Pitbull considered pop? Pitbull's the right time period. I wouldn't think of him as pop, but that's kind of the vibe you're putting out. It's Pitbull. Pitbull is pop. I don't know why I didn't actually guess him anyways. Like, we were talking about him because he was a good option. Is a blank, blank, blank. This is a person. This is a person. I'll take that as a win. Yeah, yeah, same. Blank, blank, blank. This looks like it might be a she or a he. His. From blank until his blank. Okay. Hmm. Is a blank 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 sounds like a low quality written SCP. Well, the whole thing about SCPs is that a bunch of the files redacted, right? So the redactyl sounding like that does kind of track. Is a blank 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 and blank. Blank was blank blank and blank. Blank was the blank 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 from blank to blank. So probably a politician of some kind. No, not a politician. Okay. He was the king, the president, because like he served a term from blank to blank. He is still alive, but he served a term of some kind from blank to blank. Senator, um, senator doesn't fit. 558, so we're looking for 5 letters or 8 letters. Uh, so not king or prince. Mitch McConnell? I mean, like, the letters do actually fit. Um, but it doesn't look like the house would be mentioned a lot more. Um, why is their house mentioned? Blank house. Oh, that's probably just a source. The House or the Senate. Uh, I guess I could guess United States real quick. He blank the United blank blank blank. He blank. Hmm. He's just on my mind because he got hospitalized, I think. Oh, did he? Anyways. He was blank after United States blank blank blank. Blank to blank himself. He was blank after United States blank blank blank. Like a general or something? No, 0 instances of military. Blank, blank, wait. During which blank 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 to blank 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 for blank president. Vice president? Doesn't that usually have... It's not vice president. I was about to say, doesn't that usually have a hyphen in between? His blank 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 of blank blank in blank was the blank blank until being blank by blank blank in blank. Huh. It's not Bushman. Nope. They clearly he was the blank 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 from blank to blank. He clearly served a term of some kind. It's not necessarily politics, since he isn't himself a politician, but he is still alive. Yeah, the Wikipedia says is a instead of was a, so still living. Musician, artist. Took me 2 hours to find 14 fucking PMGs. I remember that yesterday. Pain. Is he American? I can't tell, honestly. The United States is only mentioned a couple times. Um, there's some mentions of America. In blank, he blank the blank blank blank, and American blank 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 blank. But prime minister, maybe a prime minister. Uh, with blank blank prime, there is some mention of prime ministers, but only twice. Not any more or less than presidents were mentioned. Um, ooh, this is not easy. Blank 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 of blank. I like a judge. Hmm, doesn't sound right, but I'll guess it in case it is. Nope. I find that judges often don't like Okay, we're clearly looking at a writer of some kind, like, feels like someone in the arts. Blank against the blank of the blank, 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 blank. Maybe like maybe instead of a tall politician, like a pundit of some kind. Uh, Writer. Okay, they are considered a writer. Professor, maybe. No, not a professor. This is also a writer. Um, not a pundit. Uh, Blank was the blank blank blank. Um, hmm. I mean, they're not a musician, right? No. Scientist? No. But not an artist either? No. Writer is mentioned a single time, and they aren't any of these other things. Um, I guess I could guess a general real quick, even though the military wasn't mentioned. There's two mentions of generals. At the blank General Assembly in blank blank. Um, there is mention of money here, but not a lot. This isn't like in the billions for a company or anything like that. A blank for blank from blank, in which the blank 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 to blank blank this amount of money and to blank this amount of money. A blank for blank from blank. Huh. Okay. What in the fuck is this? What are we talking about? It is the General Assembly. The blank General Assembly. What is this? The blank General Assembly? It can't be US. Like, is this. Hmm. I need to figure out what country we're, or what even continent we're on. Oh, chess? Okay, chess is mentioned a lot. Okay. It's not Hikaru, it's not Magnus. Um, Chess Grandmaster. This is a very popular chess player then. Um, Kasparov? What's his first name? Russian? He's a Russian. Yeah, Russian chess player. Um, I don't know why fucking Miguel is coming to mind, but that doesn't sound right. Yeah, Russian for sure. Just gotta figure out the first name. Gary? No, no. Yeah, Gary. Gary? With two R's. What a weird fucking name. Brother, why you got so many R's in your first name? That's not how you spell Gary. Russian chess grandmaster. Political. Oh, sorry. Politician doesn't work, but political does. Political activist and writer who was the world chess champion from 1985 to 2000. Nice. All right, last one. Ubadil. Tosin Jordan. Okay. We changed it up today. We're going off of their stats now and not just their name. So this is a character that is indeed a turf-only character, Dirt G. They have, whoever this is, they have both medium and long A. They have some amount better in short and mile as well, so it's generally an all-rounder. They're good at pace and end, but not late. And their front is good as well. Probably a B. Ooh, this is weird, and we should be able to get it almost immediately based on that. No wit scaling. No speed or guts scaling. Power and stam scaling. Power and stam scaling. Pace and end. Hishi Amazon? It's gotta be, right? That's the only character I can think of that's got those. Oh, wow. Hishi's actually got Pace B. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see these next to each other. So it's not Hishi. I also didn't realize Hishi has Dirty. I guess that's what happens when you don't own the character. Um, no speed, no wit, 10% power. No. Oh, this is a 14-8-8 character. Okay, 14% power, 8% guts, 8% stamina. You can tell because it's not 20, but it's also not 10. Um, so power, guts, and stam scaling. Am I allowed to search like non-global? Okay, this is only global. This is only global. That's good. Very high stamina, very low speed, very, very low power, decent guts, high wit. Now, because they're a 14-8-8 character, they're going to be someone after release. Pretty sure all the release characters were 2010s. Um, there weren't even any like 30 on 1 or 10-10-10s. I'm pretty sure they were all 2010. Um, so this could be an alternate skin for a character. I'm pretty sure like if I go air groove, I can pick either of the air grooves, right? What are we up to? We're trying to figure out who the fuck this Uma is. They're a good pace chaser. They have late surger C. They don't have D short. They're either E or F short. Okay. They can front run, but they don't really. Also, I totally fucked up and realize now that this end G is actually correct. So this is someone who can't run end at all. So this isn't actually that weird. Pace A, front B or A, late C. Yeah, front B or A, late C, end G. Can run medium and long. Can run mile a little bit, can't really run short. Um, That's pretty generic thus far. I think it is an alternate skin for a character, probably, since it's an 8-14-8 scaling. For some reason, Air Groove is coming to mind, but I think Air Groove can run late as well, so it's probably not her. Also, Air Groove was triple tiara, right? She probably has mile A and long B or C. Um, but one of those alt skins, maybe. It's not Curran. Uh, it's not Hishi Akebono. The stats being very low does make me wonder if it's like Tannhäuser. I don't think it is, but it might be. Tannhäuser kind of fits the bill. Let's see where Tannhäuser lands us. Okay. Tannhäuser's a 2010. Okay. The speed is even lower than that. Jesus. Less than 79 speed. Is this Super Creek? But Super Creek doesn't have an 8-14-8 scaling. Could this be the alternate Grass Wonder? I don't remember what Grass Wonder's scalings are. But I feel like Grass Wonder is generally a late surger, right? Who's a really stamina heavy pace chaser or front runner? Can't be McQueen because she's got E dirt, I believe. Um, Front runner or pace chaser, but really, really stamina heavy. Like higher than 98 base stamina and lower than 79 base speed. Power scaling. I don't think that's Kita-san. I'm pretty sure Kita-san's much faster than that. Um, I don't think, anyways. What the fuck other frontrunners are there? Mino doesn't work at all. H, so true. Um, what the fuck? Why is this not coming to me? Um, who else do you see in longs? Could it be Dodo? To be fair, that's the usual Jordan. Not Dodo either. Huh. Dodo has a dirt E. The more you know. I'm starting to get the feeling that this might be, yeah, high odds for 0 for 4 on Jordans, indeed. Alt skins for characters. Camping Dober? Could be Camping Dober. But Dober's a late surger or end closer, so not Camping Dober. Symboli Rudolph Archer? She has a B front, right? Pace A. But her late is also A, I'm pretty certain. So that doesn't make sense. Um, so maybe a Ballroom Fuji Kiseki, but I'm pretty sure Ballroom Fuji doesn't have a long. Ballroom Seiyun Sky? But I feel like maybe Ballroom Seiyun Sky. Nope, she's too fast. I hit the mile C right though. This is not a front A character. All right, this is strictly a pace chaser. Strictly a pace chaser. Special week? Commander Special week? Nope, Commander Spez too fast. Who the hell else is 8-14-8? Ooh. Can I scroll through like the full list here? I can. Well, not quite the full list. No, no, the full list is here. I guess it could be like the swimsuit McQueen. No, McQueen doesn't have Dirt G. I know. I know. Some people can't help with this, and that's fine. Could be Wedding Fine Mo is a pace chaser. I could see it being Wedding Mo. Nope, too fast. I'm trying not to guess randomly too much. I have genuinely no idea what Yaino Muteki does. Nishino, no. Fuji, probably not. Meijiro Bright, maybe. I don't know where Meijiro Bright usually goes. I thought she was more of an end closer angle, but maybe she's a pace chaser. I could see that. Same with Arden. Arden could also be a base stam character. Aishin Flash. Hold on. Patessier Aishin Flash, I believe, is an 8-14-8. But she's got late surger in her kit, so it's not It's not her. Damn, bro. I mean, you just got me guessing at this point. I'm gonna go fucking Meiji Bright. Apparently, Meiji-Do is an end closer as well. I suppose I should have seen that coming. What about Arden? Arden's a pace chaser. Okay. I'm just learning things about them at this point. Are you sure it's 8-14-8? It's not 2010 or a 15-15? I know it's 8-14-8 because it is less than 10% guts, but with the power it's between 20 and 10. It's higher than 10 but less than 20 on the power. So the power's got to be a 14. And the speed and wit are both 0, so stamina and guts both have to be 8. Because I don't think there's any 14-16s. Are there any 15-15s? Okay. Zach Iraq. A 0 guts growth? I suppose I haven't, but then again, I will say, I don't know if I know any 15-15s. I guess it is a 0% guts growth. Yeah. But then it's 15-15, but who are they? That's that's the next question is who the fuck are those? Because I'm not basing too much on that. The fuck did Zach even send? I have no clue. That's spam. That's like very obvious spam. But we'll see if he does indeed pull up heavy with his squad on the next stream. Halloween Rice? Rice is okay. I can see Halloween Rice. She is a pace chaser. Yeah, there we go. I didn't realize Rice was the slowest motherfucker this side of the sun. 76 base speed. Might as well start at 0. Holy shit. How the fuck's she supposed to pass people if she can't go anywhere? Umidal. It was indeed the Umidal. Alright, let's Uma our shit. Front BA was the big hint to me. Yeah, like that's I figured there would be at least a couple other pace chasers with close to good enough front, but for some reason Rice just didn't cross my mind. Yeah, it's like guessing league champs based on starting stats and roles. Yeah, kinda. The first time I tried it, I got it in 2. Because the first hint just gave me enough information. Yes, points. Excellent. Alright, I know I kept, but this week is going to be the interesting one. I've remade one Uma. I remade my sprint frontrunner Mihona Bourbon. Today we're going to be trying to make, I think maybe I try to make one of my pace chasers. I've been also trying to work on parents so that I can make a decent runaway Suzuka, but we'll see if that works out for us. I haven't been getting very lucky with actually hitting the pink sparks that I need. Might as well just spam these until we see what we get. I'm loving the daily shop changes though. Best start for that Umidel seems to be Agnes Digital. Agnes Digital, I could also see running Mino Top Gun. Oh look, spam risk call. Fuck off. Top Gun probably gives you good information as well. Digital has 4 different growths to work with. I feel like I wouldn't put too much stock into the growths. Most of the Umas have different, ooh, uh, like the growth rates are definitely helpful, but I feel like you're gonna get a lot of information out of just knowing whether they're end closer or late surger or what. With Agnes, she's only got end closer, right? She might have like an A late surger as well. But most of the time, you're just going to be narrowing it down to not late surger, right? Or not end closer. That being said, I never guess the optimal start. Like I don't start. I'm not one of those people who starts the Wordle with great or whatever every day because that's not fun. Start with some random shit, the first thing that comes to your mind, and go from there, right? 810 is not gonna cut it this week. Oh, I guess I got an 834. But you can see the retention line starting like 25,000 higher than it was last week. Agnes is A pace, 8 late, B end. Why do people run her end closer? Is her ult better for that? I feel like I only ever see her as an end. Oh yeah, we have Tiamat or O now. We're working towards 4-star Majidon McQueen until the next one rocks up, and hopefully on the 1.5 innie we can start farming Saiyan Sky. I think N Digital is a real threat. Also Vega and Taishin. I feel like N Digital is like the end closer version of original Ogre Cap. That's kind of the vibe I get from Digital. You know what I mean? It's just like a very consistent ult generally, and it can really help you win if you have a well built one. It doesn't do anything like it's not like she's super good on 2 specific maps. You know what I mean? She's no Commander Special Week. I don't think I need JC. Do I need Yasuda? Definitely not. And until this recent patch, End was just vastly better late. Yes, that's true. Taishin is not a perennial powerhouse. I love putting Taishin out there when she's good. She's my goat. But if she's not good, she's just really not good. She just doesn't bring anything to the table. Um, when it does, though, oh boy. Oh, I guess I should go request shoes. Well, I guess I don't request shoes anymore. I request banners. I need more Japan Derby. Or I guess Asahi High FS works too. The futurity stakes, please. And who am I giving what? Giving up some of my. I'm okay with those. I'm okay with those. I'm okay with Japanese oaks. Yeah. Digital Unique plus Rudolph Taishin plus Pump Iron, then you have a 25% win rate horse. Mm, I mean, are you talking about on digital? Maybe. Taishin is Taishin's ult 0.45? Taishin's unique is kind of hit or miss, ain't it? Depending on the map. Is Nemesis a 0.45? No, Nemesis is a 0.35. It's pretty mid inherit. I feel like I'd prefer Shadow Break as an inherit. Taishin unique is carryover this CM. Yeah, depending on when it hits. Depending on when it hits. You do have to make it hit, which you probably can with fucking depend. Well, no, Daring Strike is mid-race random, so you can't really rely on Daring Strike to carry you into passing someone. Um, that's why Digital kicks in. Digital's on the final straight, right? Rudolph, I see. Rudolph's an easy. Rudolph, I feel like Rudolph's ult is pretty much a guaranteed trigger. Unless you didn't hit your excels, but you were never winning anyways in that case. um Digital is overtake two Umas. Okay, yeah, digital and Rudolph both. Those are both like if I'm in contention, I can win because my excels hit. I don't think I just don't think like Taishin ult is fine to take. I don't think there's anything wrong with Taishin's ult. Like, yeah, it can speed carry over, that's nice, but it's still only a 0.15 inherit. I feel like I'd just take Shadow Break. Are you also in the Unity trap? Do you think it's a trap? Do you think Unity is worse than uh you URA? I don't know why I keep saying that. Track Blazer. DJ Felony and Misdemeanor? That's me. A little of A and a little of B. I have been having decent luck with Unity. I'm still training parents over in Track Blazer, but who am I gonna train here? I'd like to train like a front runner grandparent as our first run of the day and see what we can get out of it, or a front runner parent at the least. But I already have Suzuka as one of my two inherits, so I was kind of hoping to make V Bourbon the main parent, which means if we can't do Bourbon, or not V Bourbon, just Bourbon as the main parent, which means if we can't do Suzuka and we can't do Bourbon, we have to do someone like Bakshin, I guess, but she's just absolutely tanking the shit out of your affinity. So I need like a front runner who I can actually do good work with. Like a fucking Mayano, maybe? I guess would be a fine front runner. But she's got the D sprint D mile, which is just like I guess I could probably find some sparks on that front. Where's my is this my no, this is an SS Suzuka. This is not the one I want. I trained a random Suzuka to get that out of here. Trained you. Her sparks aren't these sparks aren't good. These sparks are good. That's why I'm using her as a great grandparent. Turf long. I mean, this doesn't solve any of my problems. It's a trap if you don't have good parents. Oh yeah, for sure. That's why we're making the good parents. Not getting skill hints makes the Uma much worse even if it has better stats. I will say I've gotten okay skill hints with just like since we're training frontrunners, Summer Maruzensky as a Baro alone kind of solves a lot of that problem. Oh yeah, I have Daiwa. Yeah, you're so right. I should be running Daiwa. That was an easy choice. I'm still going to be taking this one in. And then probably just a Saiyan Sky of one kind or another. I guess it doesn't really matter. Any front runner that's got good front sparks is fine. Since again, this is a great grandparent. This is a great grandparent. Yeah, those seem pretty good. Although I notice a distinct lack of groundwork. Grandparents have it. Dodging danger feels more important in Mant or in Unity. Like you can get your ignited spirit wit, right? That part's basically free. I have a lot of Saiyan skies in case that wasn't clear. In my this one I only had for the fucking 3-star groundwork. This one was good as well. Groundwork, prudent. Lack of dodging danger. Groundwork sparks seem kind of fake this CM since Bakshin Guts feels nearly required for fronts. Yeah, I have a 0 LB Bakshin. Well, this is the issue with frontrunners. Frontrunners always need everything. That's the thing. You know what I mean? They always need everything. I don't have time to go remake all my parents without groundwork. You know what I mean? Like, I do agree that groundwork is less necessary since that card is so much better, but and then last check here. Yours was also pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go with this one though. Daiwa running these. I mean, I'd like to do your secret mission, but damn is your secret mission pain in the ass. Um, what do you need to do? You need to do like 11 races, don't you? I mean, I'm still gonna be running a whole bunch of shit anyways, so I guess it's fine. Where are you, Daiwa? Daiwa, Daiwa, Daiwa. There you are. Number one in the coolest. Win. The Hanshin JF, the Oka Show, the Tokyo-Yushun, it's Japanese derby, Takarazuka Kinan Classic, Shuka Show, Queen Elizabeth II Cup, Japan Cup, Osaka High Tenno Show Autumn, and Japan Cup Senior. Well, at least I don't have to run any longs to do that. In High Spirits is a really good gold skill for fronts. Agreed. I mean, it just makes any of the copium parents that miss groundwork feel more viable for this CM. Okay, fair enough. Now, where is my parent deck? There you are. This I was making a parent in Trek Blazer. I'm gonna reset that for now. We want. Who do we want on our parent? We probably want our Maruzensky speed as our borrow. That's just that needs to happen. I don't really see a world where that's not. Okay, where are my Madu parents? Where are you? There you are. I feel like I'm probably just going 2-2-2 or 2-1-3, probably 2-1-3 actually. Okay. I guess I could run Fuji. Her stats are shit, but she does have summer runner hints. Makes it much more likely. Fuku gives the right-handed. Marvelous Sunday gives the tail held high and the straightaway and the ramp up, which are all fine enough. I mean, her stats are also just decent as far as SRs are concerned. And then I guess I could just run Fuji for the summer runner hints. I don't really like her as a card otherwise, but it's fine. Maybe just Agnes Tachyon because she gives better stats. Um, Not that her skills are worth a single damn for this CM, but it's there. It's an option. Summer Maru has summer runner hints in that massive pool. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's kind of a massive pool. I feel like I'm kind of increasing my odds of hitting things if I do this. I think you also have skill. She does have skill point bonus. She's worse than Agnes Tachyon because she doesn't have that training effectiveness, but like she's not bad. She's fine. It is max limit break still, you know what I mean? It could be worse, is all I'm saying. As for speed cards, I could try to pass on a Bakshin Turbo Sprint. Turbo Sprint is now viable, even though I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as your primary means of gambling. It is an option. You could also try to pass on the fast or the not fast paced. What's the fucking white version of unrestricted? I don't remember. It's in here. Final push. That's what it's called. Uh, it's my MLB. I don't have very many of them. Might as well use it when I can, right? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. What am I talking about? That's my third. And then my power is, what's my race bonus? 5? Oh, 0. Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25? Okay, I need a tenner in here then. Ideally. Probably just, I don't know, fucking, it's fine. Bump it up to 40 and give me the, whatever. I think if I was gonna run a 0 LB Bakshin, I would run Guts for light as a feather hints. and try to just roll sprinting gear hints off of it. Yeah. Yeah, when I actually go to make when I go to make the actual aces themselves, I'm gonna be running. I think I had some pretty damn good luck with 1 speed, 2 guts, 3 wit in Unity. That worked out pretty well for me. And that was before I was using the event card. I actually like the event card. I haven't seen anyone really mention it, but looking at the stats, it's got no race bonus. So it was probably written off back when it first came out because that was when Trackblazer was still like used in JP because they hadn't released Unity 2.0 and it has no race bonus. So it's like that part sounds bad, but I mean, it's got speed and guts stats. It's got 65 specialty prio. It's got 10 training effectiveness. It's got the friendship bonus. It's got summer runner in the hints and pace chaser hints. It seems like a pretty good guts card for Unity. That's pretty good wit. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a pace card, that's why I wrote it off, but it looks like an okay stat stick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a solid stat stick. It's got some hints in there that are like actually useful, including Summer Runner. Unfortunately, the gold skill is dead. It's a mile related gold skill. But like as far as stats are concerned, it's like you run it with Admire Vega as your 2, and that's like a really solid guts duo. That's a great training, by the way. Love that. Not as big a fan of 3 hints of calm in a crowd, but thanks. Anyways, I guess you tried. Sure, I'll take 25 skill points. I want to bump my mood, but not over this. Martezensky hints. We'll take it. Okay. This turn I'll go ahead and click Recreation. Bumping my mood is... Ooh, we got the 30. We got the 31. That's pretty good. Will give me the 3 hints and the 2 bumps. Or the 3 bubbles and the 2 bumps. None of those are that amazing. I guess I'd probably just click Wit there then, yeah. No reason to spend the energy on what is not really that amazing of a set of options. Much better. Hopefully we get an early charming. Honestly, might not be necessary. We've got some pretty great early trainings. Feels a little unnecessary to take this risk for 8 energy. Feels a little unnecessary. Yeah, it's like 8 energy. If it was, 15 maybe, but 8? I should probably click on Suzuka at some point, but if she's not going to show up on speed, I'm not going to give a shit. A bubble pop there? No, Guts looks good, though. Guts looks tasty. Stam skill points. I don't need Unyielding Spirit, as good of a skill as it is. What do you do? I could probably, I mean, she's a solid front runner in her own right. I don't think I really need to worry too much about skilling during this campaign. I might take a couple just to see if I can help her win her secret event, because her secret event is quite good. Gives all stats plus 15 skill points, head on, nimble nav, unyielding spirit. Those are all solid enough. I've got to win 10 fucking races, but I think 3 or 4 of them are required anyways, so let's go see what I can do on that front. Thank you. So we need the Hanshin JF. We need the Okasho, which I think is, yeah, guaranteed. We need to run the Tokyo Yushun, which we get an option to switch off the Oaks the turn before, so that's fine. We have to run the Takarazuka Classic. We have to run the Shuka Show, which is also a goal event. We have to run the QE2. We have to run the JC Classic. We have to go all the way to the Osaka High, which is guaranteed. We don't have to do anything until the Autumn Tendo Show, which is also a goal race, and then the Japan Cup Senior. So those are the ones we need to do. I guess that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 extra scheduled races. That's not bad at all. It's another okay training on the guts, but I don't like it that much. The solo wit is not loving that. Um, hmm. Yeah, this is like you can kind of take bubbles that are popping out of the equation when you consider how good like this is a 2-7 is what that actually is, right? Like it's not good. Because the bubbles will still be there in the future. And you only get to pop them once, so it's not like you have to do it right now. See, now we get a little bit more out of it. We get a little bit more friendship, right? We still pop the bubble. Firm conditions, excellent, love that. That's about the only good skill you have, so I'm glad that's the one you decided to give to me. Um, yeah, sure. Bump Maru up to orange, and then probably a rest turn. Which would be, I believe, our first, so I suppose not too bad. First rest. Ooh. Ooh. What the fuck? 56 wit. I mean, sure, but 56 wit and 2 bubbles and 2 more charges. That was a solid one. Oh boy, lucky 7. That's what we're actually here for, the Ignited Spirit Wit. 40 skill points. Yeah, exactly. It's just cracked. Wow, could do it again. Overkill my energy. Not against this speed either. Um a pop, a bubble versus a bubble and 2 friendships. And a little bit of Rico, even though that doesn't matter that much. I don't like popping a bubble to overcap my wit, my energy. Like this feels a little bit wasted here, if I'm not gonna like I don't love it. I think I'm more inclined to click here. Also, Suzuka's my lowest, so leaving her in the dust is usually not conducive to having her at orange by summer. Speed, of course. I mean, those are some pretty big stinkers. I do enjoy that Unity doesn't force me to click on speed and wit only. That is one thing I always liked about Unity was that the things level up anyways, kinda. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's take you both up to orange. Wit skill points or energy for speed stam power? No, you can't have my energy over my corpse. Give me the wit. One there. One there. Definitely not popping that bubble. This is where we go. We should have no trouble beating the first team anyways. We popped an orange bubble, or a purple bubble. Like, we'll be alright. That's a good pop. That's a good pop. That's a good click as well, but I'm definitely going here. 100%. Front runner straights. Delicious. Hesitant paces. I can't say I really care, but it's fine, I guess. Speed and Moxie or Wit? Wit. Not popping on Guts. You can't make me. I don't care if there's S-Madu hints. Well, maybe you can make me. Maybe you can. Maybe if you offer me S-Madu hints, maybe you could pop on Guts, and that'd be okay. I guess this is a fairly okay training. You've convinced me. You've bribed me with S-Madu hints. Cheers. Yeah, totally worth it. Hanshin JF or pop a single bubble. Tough one. Am I ever gonna pay the angling and scheming tax? Not on a grandparent, right? If we lose a race and we don't have to worry about our like event anymore, I'll probably just take front runner states. Front runner straights. Yeah, if we lose one and we can just take the rest of our runs off the schedule, that's I want the stat points, but it's if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, right? Like, oh well. This song was good enough on the Arknights playlist that I put it on the main playlist. It's just a banger. Uh, well, I'd like to rest, but is that worth the 7% failure? We don't lose 7% failures every time, right? It was just yesterday that I lost them every time. 4 hints for early lead is great. We're winning. I don't even need to look at all that. I know we're winning. If you lose this, it's just like it's cooked. It's cooked. I have lots of clocks with your name on them, but like you aren't gonna lose it. You aren't gonna lose it. Haru's gonna lose it because Haru's kind of a chud, but we can't help that. That's why we love her. Energy, please. Ooh. Decent speed bubble pop. Sure. It's going to require a rest next turn, most likely. A little slow on the uptake there, but yeah, she's got the spirit. 4% failure? I mean, you got it. There's no punishment for losing on a wit. You got to click that. 12% failure. It's a good click. It's not. I want to click on it. I want to click on it, though. I want to click the button. I'm going to click the button. It's got Suzuka. Her bubble's getting filled up. It's good. It's a good click. It's worth it. I regret nothing. Speed. Never punished. Yeah, they weren't here yesterday. I was watching me get punished over and over again. This is not worth it. That's a good click, but it's not a 60% failure chance good click. We got him well rested. It was worth. Speed Guts hot topic, Stam Wit hot topic. Give me the Stam Wit. Wait, that was the SR Seiyun art? Are the cards random not always rare? Wait, from a random event? No, I don't believe so. SR Seiyun art? SR Say. Did you get the new Maruzensky card? No, I don't have enough pulls to pull for her yet. I'm gonna pull for her on her rerun. I'm currently borrowing her card though. Wood. From your Unity team. Maybe because I have the card as a scenario link, it's using a different art. Or, oh, the Saiyans guy on my team. Hold on. Can I look at my roster? Saiyan's not on my roster. Is she? No, Saiyan's not on my roster. Wait, what are we talking about then? Okay. Oh yeah, my wife. Funny enough, this is the one race I'm allowed to lose. Not that I would like to, but I'm allowed to. How's it going, by the way, Nushi? Sorry to change up the dates on you there. Didn't mean to. Hopefully that didn't fuck with everybody's plans. You know, I guess. It looked really similar to SR Saiyan Wit. Okay. I see. Yeah, Seiyun is in the Nishino Flower SR card art. So maybe you just saw her in there. Okay, we got a turf. I guess that's fine. This wasn't exactly great, but we got the summer runner hint. That's good. I'll take a turf S as well. Nothing too wrong with that. Got some more firm conditions, wet conditions. Feel alive. Ignited Spirit Guts is the one that like eats your energy, right? Give me the early lead. I know I saw her, it just got cut off in a way that it didn't show Nishino and they both cut. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I only got one copy of the motto card. Is that good enough? At 1 LB, yeah, 1 LB is when people say it's like the first cutoff for like good. At 0 limit break, it lacks, I want to say it lacks like the power bonus or something like that. Let me go look at this real quick. We can actually compare them real quick. Um, okay, let's compare Esmadu, Esmadu, Esmadu. 0 LB, 1 LB, and 4 LB. So there's the friendship bonus, but that doesn't matter too much. At 3 or 4 LB, she gets the mood effect, which of course you want. Yeah, she lacks a power bonus at LB 0. So the one extra power bonus will definitely like add up over time. The rest of the difference isn't huge. So it's not like 0 LB Maruzensky is bad. It's just that power bonus is kind of worth a lot. So like this extra oomph right here is big. Um, 30 mood effect is around 5 to 10. 5 to 6% training effectiveness at great mood. Yes, that is pretty much exactly what it is, I'm pretty sure. Because it's 20% of that mood effect. Nice. I don't like that I got a mood down, but this is nice. Uh, yeah, so 20% of 30% is 6%. Hey, that's pretty good. We'll click on that. Get Suzuka up a little higher. I'd like if I could hit another Suzuka event so that I could get just a little more before we go into summer. Especially since Suzuka, I believe her next event is going to give me mood up. I'm pretty sure I'm running Japanese Oaks, right? This is... No, I'm running the Derby. This is why you check. Goal change to Derby. Go beat her ass. She's going out of her way to go beat Vodka. She's like, I was gonna run the triple tiara, and then you talked shit, and now I'm gonna come kick your ass specifically. I'm here for you. And if you do manage to beat Vodka in all of her G1 races that she runs in, uh, you actually cause her to become a fucking hermit, and she goes out to the mountains to train. Hey, how about you get off my ass? Thanks. No, 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 no. Get off my ass. I wasn't asking you to get off my ass. Get off my ass. Thank you. Oh, you're not even gonna try past me? Okay. I'll save my ult for the end then. Never mind. Didn't even ult. Didn't even need to. Nobody caught up. I love how many traps this patch added. Seeing everyone spamming Unity for everything, even parents. Dude, no one needs ignited parents anymore. Hey, it's always nice to cycle them in. Power conservation is cool, but a complete waste to try hard for. That I agree with. Power conservation, from what I understand, it gets better as power creep continues, right? But as it stands right now, like you overcap power and you get like 0.1 excel, which is worth something. Like that's not nothing since it's a perfect proc. But is it worth fighting for your life over that? Oh yeah, I guess if you're already making your aces in Unity, there's not really a whole lot of reason to to farm for the sparks as well. Farming in URA for those sparks is worth something, but yeah, I'll just click on the wit here. Oh boy, late Surger straights. Stem power or wit? Stem power. All right, give me a reason to know it. Not go kick Vodka's ass. You didn't give me a reason. I'm gonna go kick Vodka's ass. Don't at me. I tried doing the math, and at 1500 power on a pace chaser for a sprint CM, it was like 0.16 excel for 1.2 seconds. At 1300 power, it's 0.06. Yeah. You can hit, since it includes greens, with Firm Course Menace, you can get there, or even just with firm conditions. 1300 power isn't like unattainable, but it's just not worth fighting for your life over it, right? I'm gonna lose the long, eh? We'll see what Machikane Fukukitaru has to say about that. Probably nothing. Oh no, she won. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I get you. We got the mood up. Big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take 43 skill points and 60 some odd wit. Seems good. You're telling me you're gonna give me energy for that? Fine. I don't know what y'all doing here, but fine. We're already rank A. 6% failure. Ooh. I don't know if I like that. I might click on a really bad wit training. This is a tough choice, actually. Like, I would like to click on power here, but that basically guarantees that I need to rest next turn. This isn't like an insane power training. And there's a failure chance on top of that. Versus just resting, which you usually don't want to do during summer. But also clicking wit is just shit here. There's not even anyone here. Have you seen how stupid the stam numbers on the sprint CM4 are for runaway if there are two runaways? How much do you need? I figured that since as a runaway you probably need like if you're guts maxing, of course, you probably need like 400 stam for a runaway, 450 maybe. If you need two runaways and they're dueling, I would assume that number goes up to like 800. I think I glanced at the sim and it said with spot struggle it was like 750 to 800 with a gold heal. With a gold heal? Wow, that's a little higher than I expected, but I was expecting it to be up there. That's why it's not viable to have competing on anything other than a sprint. But with Rico and a little bit of high roll, I don't think those numbers are unattainable for a runaway. Like, honestly, you should probably just accept the fact that if someone else runs a runaway, your runaway is dead. But if you really want to fight for it, like, it's possible. The sim always seems to consider max spot struggle. Okay, I guess there's that too. If it's always considering maximum, it's probably not quite that high. It's somewhere in between 400 and 1,000. The problem is the only gold that works on sprint is swinging. There's really no other gold. What about Pure Heart? How does that one fare? That's only a 0.35, but I think that's probably a safe middle of the ground, middle of the road, right? Um, Pure Heart between second and fourth randomly in the mid race. That's doable. There's also Greater Heal, or whatever it's called now. Superior Heal, sorry, not Greater. Fourth or worse, and you win Overtaken, which I guess isn't that actually that common in a sprint. Restless is way too late. Same for Breath of Fresh Air. Yeah, Breath of Fresh Air is not viable. Pure Heart is second through fourth, which is where a pace chaser expects to be fair. If they're not in second to fourth, chances are they were never winning anyways. Because they're not hitting their ults, that's for sure. I guess if they get lucky on all the other Gambas, maybe, but this was for Runaways. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we are talking about Runaways. Um, no other. Hold on. Well, now I'm interested. No other recoveries work. Recovery, rare. Uh, Swinging, of course, works. We know swinging works. Most of the others are going to be pace chaser, end closer, long. There is no uphill on this track, is there? Or is it too late? Oh yeah, restless is way too late. Yeah. Everyone else, yeah, for everyone else, recovery is fake. I don't think it's that crazy to suggest running Rico and then running like 2 speed, 3 wit, and a lots of power sparks. I don't think that's like that crazy of an ask. I mean, people have been able to max with that set anyways. You might be like a little bit low on power, but we're already doing gambly Excel bullshit anyways. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, not like the difference between 1,050 power and 1,200 power is make or break. Okay, okay, you can shut up now. Thank you. I appreciate it, Daiwa, but we're good. I'm gonna click on this. That's pretty good wit. Yep. I feel like this run's going all right. Maybe our power is a wee bit low, but well, never mind. I feel like this run's going all right. Triple sevens, it's fine. I'm willing to gamble on the right-handed. I mean, I get the right-handed. It's not really gambling. Like, you get the right-handed. It's a matter of whether you get the energy or lose the energy. And we get it. Yeah, these stats are pretty solid. At this point, we're just laying it all out there. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. I've definitely lost Daiwa's last race before. I have lost the year 3 JC just because Vodka hit the perfect no stopping me and just like doesn't matter if I had 900 speed, got unlucky. Is Matu racing against you in this? Um, I mean I can check each one. Maru's definitely not. So because we're in Unity Cup, I'm much less likely to run into Maruzensky randomly, but she's probably still around here and there. My main rival during this time though is Vodka, who actually isn't in that race. Either that or she placed last place and I didn't scroll down far enough. According to just no skills, just stats. According to the sim, 300 to 350 with no spot struggle, and just under 1100 stam with no heal for spot struggle. Yeah, that's crazy how much just boom. It's just suddenly you need a billion. It's kind of I'm still running a runaway. I don't care if someone else runs a runaway. Fine, my Suzuka's dead. Whatever. But I'm gonna run it because I'm not dealing with Saiyan Sky. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I'm not dealing with running into a Saiyan Sky that just hits alt and wins. You cannot pry it from my dead hands. Pry it from my dead hands. I'm running Taiki Shuttle. I'm running Silent Suzuka. You can put down your pom-poms. We'll see if she was in. I don't think she was in here either. How did you know I was running a Saiyan Sky? Well, now you know my stance on the matter. Hello, how's it going? %14 failure, man. Fuck it, whatever. Whatever, go for it. Knock yourself out. I'll take a couple more risks this run. We'll see what we can get. The run's going well. Why not brick it at the last possible second, right? I'm going back and forth on running a runaway as well, but I wanted to have a chance at winning, so I was really looking at stam number to survive. Yes, I will be running. I'm not running a sacrificial runaway, to be clear. I am running a runaway that I intend to make win occasionally. Hey, thank you for the follow, Agnes Digital. Welcome in. There's plenty of Uma content here today. You will not be lacking. 6% failure. We're already in this shit. You might as well start clicking on them. Yes, we got the energy back still. Thank you, Deluxe Hamburg Steak. Taking the lead. Boom. I actually really like that power. I like it more than the speed. Couple bubbles. Hey, look, there she is there. I horse in the shadows. The Agnes Digital Classic, always watching. Interesting. I have to assume everyone is going to run a runaway, since that was told to them last Sprint CM to stop pace downs. Does that even stop pace? I mean, I guess it stops them kind of, but it also makes it harder to win for backliners sometimes as well, right? It's just I rarely see runaways. I will say that. On top of the fact that Suzuka herself is usually not super meta, runaway is fun, but nobody ran them before, right? Now that they're a little more viable, I expect to see more. But for the record, I've seen like 4 in the last 3 CMs. I expect that number to like triple, but I still don't expect it to be super common. I expect to see a lot of pace chasers. Not the sleep deprived. I guess you gave me a well rested. Whatever. We'll call it a wash there. I like the bubbles, but I like the but the wit training though. I'm gonna click on the wit. A pace chaser last sprint that paced down insta lost. That's true. I'd rather assume everyone will run one and build her to survive than build her with the assumption no one will and just have her randomly be dead sometimes. Well, I'm not running any dominators or anything. I'm gonna have 3 aces. Like, honestly, if she gets in a spot struggle and dies before the final corner, that might be okay. Like, it's gonna give the pace chasers that are passing her one more spot to work with to proc their ult, so maybe I'm just okay with that risk. I'm not meme gold ship ulting. Dude, that's crazy. I think people are psychotic. They were told that Dominator meta is gonna get stronger, and I'm like, bro, it's not that good. It's not that good on a sprint CM, I promise. It's not. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's already a gamble, man. Are you really gonna gamble on 1 ace instead of 3? You're out of your fucking mind. All right, what's our inspiration look like? What you got? Another white. Okay. I suppose that's not entirely unexpected. Frontrunner S. Wow. Dodging danger as well. Cool. I'm gonna accidentally make an ace. Not bad. Also not bad, but I don't need stamina. Yeah. It's a mid-race ult anyways, so it's mid-race Dominator, which is way worse than late-race Dominator. Hold on. Hold on. I actually need to take a timeout here for a second. Dominator works exactly as good regardless of when it triggers. I will say that. Assuming you're not like up in 5th or 4th or something like that, right? Like, assuming that you're triggering it from the back and hitting everyone ahead of you, same as always, the amount of, because it's a current speed debuff for a set amount of time, it always does the exact same amount of damage. Because current speed is literally just tacked on to the end, right? Like, if it hits you in the middle of the Excel zone, if it hits you in the mid race, if it hits you in the late race, it is exactly the same minus 0.25 for X amount of time. You shoot down right when it happens, there's no deceleration, and you shoot up at the end, there's no acceleration. So from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure Dominator has exactly the same value every time. Unless you're hitting in the last like 2 seconds, I guess, and the full duration can't trigger. In which case, sure. You could argue that the timing of when you make someone change their position or whatever might be more useful, in which case maybe it's actually better in the mid race because you can pass better during that time, put yourself in a better position, but that's lobby dependent. If you're running against lots of fronts, maybe you want to pull them back so that you can catch up. But if you're running against lots of people behind you or just a giant pile of pace chasers, maybe you don't want to go too far forward and end up not being able to trigger your ult. Acupuncturist. No, 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 no. Way too late in the run to be fucking with this gambly shit. No, no, to give me the 10 energy and get the fuck out of my face. We're not doing that. We're not gambling for 10 energy and charming. But late race dominator lets you pass people to trigger late race skills since lots of those are overtake. Okay, so this is kind of on that same point of depending on when it happens, maybe it's more useful. Mid race velocity down feels less impactful because you are more likely to slow someone and get blocked unless you are already passing. Um, yes, this is already, since it's mid race or later, it is after the position keep time, so you don't have to worry about pulling back the front runner and like pace down moding. There is the chance of you getting blocked, but I suppose that's true in the late race as well. You can get blocked in the late race. Um, you getting the velocity triggers to overtake is 1 point for late race. I do agree with that. Maybe you can chain stuff that way, but I think that's also true of mid race. I think it's very situational which one's better because again, you could position yourself better maybe with Dominator in the mid race. As it really depends. The correct late career acupuncturist is gamble for corner and straight recovery. Yeah, not when I'm training a sprint parent. Like, yeah, I like those skills too, but I'm not taking a 50-50 for those two recoveries. Free rating, dude, I get what you're saying, but I don't think I care enough. On a 50-50 for free rating and taking them out of hint pools, it's just not worth it. Like, I get it, but I'm not, like, I don't get runs like this very often that are going super well. I'm not bricking my run half the time for 2 recovery skills. Team Hephaestus, the Magito squad. All right, fight me, girlies. I don't blame you for taking that choice. Like I get the appeal. I do. I'm just not doing it. Minus energy and mood down, no negative statuses at least. I suppose this is true. On the other hand, Unity has a tough time bumping up mood, and we're 2 turns before summer. If I fail that, it is kind of disastrous. Team hepatitis, no! All of the Majoros have hepatitis. Yeah, I'll take 50 power. Team hepatitis. Why is that funny? I don't know. We're gambling again, eh? I suppose. We probably have to, never mind. I was going to say we probably have to rest, but then they offer me this. I also understand not clicking, but it's so weird people seeing count acupuncture as charming or nothing no matter what. I don't consider it that no matter what, but like I definitely value that much more. If we were running even like a medium or maybe even a mile, definitely a long, and I see acupuncturist, I'm probably taking that if it's not like turn 3. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but not for this one. Track Blazer make my brain go numb. Ah, Track Blazer hate. Daring today, aren't we? Hey, we got the unrestrained. Yippee! Daiwa, I'm gonna watch your last race, just so you know. And if you manage to lose the Japan Cup with nearly 1,000 in all three stats, you understand that I gotta kill you, right? Here's an interesting question. Am I clicking power here, or am I clicking stamina because it fills 2 bubbles? When are you gonna do an Urara run? When I run out of ideas. I still hate Unity more than Mant. I will say updated Unity fixed a lot of my issues, and it's at least not unbearable anymore. I agree with this 100%, actually. I don't like that I can't clock optional races, but being able to clock the finals, very nice. Updating the stats, of course, is a necessity. So I'm interested in what people would do here. Like, we're kind of getting close to the end. Filling up 2 bubbles is pretty useful, right? Like, this is a fair number of potential stats. But this is just better in terms of like the actual raw numbers. Like, would you gamble on either Haru or Tiamapra landing somewhere you would like in the last 7 turns? Or, I guess, 4 trainings? Or would you just take what you have right now? Being able to clock Unity races, arrows not costing extra energy, yes. Or resting every 2 turns. Yeah, this run has gone great. I think I've only rested 4 times this whole run, which is like pretty good. How many bubbles have I hit? I've only hit 8 spirit. Oh, I guess the extreme spirit bursts are considered different, right? I haven't only popped 8 spirits. I've popped 8 spirits and then another 7 spirits that went into extreme spirits. Okay. Popping only 8 by the end would be crazy work. They are different but the same. Hmm. I'm just gonna go with the power here. I think that's that one I like more. We also get an extra 5 skill points. Hee hee. Yeah, it should we hit the S plus before. Nice. 40 speed. Tasty ignited spirit. Medium corners or stand power. Stand power, thanks. All right. You know what it is, Daiwa. We're gonna watch you. 1,036 speed, 1,024 power, nearly 1,000 wit, turf S, front S. If you lose this, I don't even know what to say at that point, right? Like, you have the stamina, you have everything you need to be successful. Just do it. Oh yeah, that changed. It felt awful getting 10 plus pops before and then getting 0 hints on the white version, so the gold was just too expensive to even buy. Oh yeah, there was that. I remember that now that you say it. When they would give you just 1 hint for the gold version, and it's just like, okay, well, I guess I just won't buy it at all then. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this one. Excel or no Excel, like I don't think anyone can catch me. There's no ult necessary. Like, what are they doing? What are they gonna do? It's not even remotely close. All right. That is the secret mission done. So we got another 15 coming in on all. I'll go with the Gamba. Probably just got to rest here. Want to be able to actually do something in the fine. Jeez, we got the well rested again. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Plenty of stamina for the Arima. Actually ended up with over 600 anyways. This is why I say that with a little bit of Rico, you can very easily hit like near the upper limit of what you need for a runaway Suzuka that duels. Spot struggles, I should say. 21 each, sorry. With Rico, you probably hit 900, right? And assuming you don't spot struggle for literally the entirety of the time that you can, you probably are fine. What are we looking at here? 3 S's and me? My dirt team probably loses because it's a bunch of B ranks, but like everyone else, or a farm, they just changed their positioning slightly. I love that. I definitely hated the 50-50 Gamba nature of these before, but now it's quite a bit more consistent, right? Since you scale so much easier. You tend to just make, especially with like the purple spirit bursts, you generally don't lose these. I've had to clock a couple times, but that's about it. You still need that gold heal on the runaway even at 900 unless the spot struggle is real short. Yeah, like if you hit a half time spot struggle, right? You might be all right. Bro, if I can't put out a UG, since when could you get events after the finals? What the fuck was Tazuna doing there? What was I saying? I also I don't think Matazinski finished your chain, which I guess is fine since I'm making a parent here, but yeah, the stronger base facilities, yeah. Only PAL cards can force their way in. I see. Yeah, get back in there. This is gonna be like a what, a 2400 skill point run, more or less, since I already bought a couple skills. No fast learner, but I'm not really sure what I was expecting. Outer post proficiency. Oh, geez, you shouldn't have. It's probably power. Uh, could go either way here between the speed and the power. The power gives better numbers, but the speed. I mean, I already hit the 1100, right? And you're not. I don't think you're making any teams. There's a world where I guess I could put you on like my mile or my medium team trials team. Do I have like good mile skills for you? Do you have good mile skills? Is there a world where like I could convince myself to do that? We got the TTL, we've got the It's On. It's On isn't really that great, but Unrestrained is at least a gold that I can always hit. Can put you on the medium team, but you might be a little shy on recovery at 705. Is 750 enough? Not for every medium, right? Like some mediums you're gonna want 850. So maybe I take like a blue recovery and 750, and that's probably enough. Take straightaway recovery or some shit since it's mid race. I don't think there's a single medium that doesn't have a straight in the mid race somewhere. So that should be a pretty consistent trigger. Um, Everything for front depends on spot struggle. This is true. I mean, I could even take 2 recoveries potentially. There's a world where you actually become an ace for my... we'll see. There's an angling there as well. But if you're an ace, I want to click on speed here, right? If you're not an ace, I don't mind clicking on power and just getting the slightly extra stats, slightly more rating. Um, hmm. Like Hanshin 2000, 650 stam, good to go. Spot struggle 1,000. I don't, again, that's like if they spot struggle for like 20 seconds. Usually a spot struggle is over in half that much time because one person has better guts than the other, right? And you just pull far enough ahead that the spot struggle ends. I feel like usually spot struggles don't just go for the maximum time they can. Because spot struggles can go all the way until position keep ends, right? Like if they're really close, can't a spot struggle go for like a really, really long time? I feel like they usually don't, though. Um, this'll take me up to just shy of 1200 speed, I think. Right? This'll take me up to with the bonuses for the end. Right, but I think it can go till 30 or 35% of the race. Yeah, yeah, that's when spot struggle ends. Is spot struggle ends at the like 38% mark of the race, give or take. The 10/24ths, 5/12ths of the way in. I want to say maybe it's 11. I want to say it's 10 though. I'm pretty sure it's 10 out of 24. So 5 out of 12 puts you at, yeah, it's like 41%. Um, hmm. I'm just gonna be silly with it. Give me the power. I want a fucking UG. I might even get more than 2400 out of this. Feeling more like 25, 2600. Yeah, don't tell me I'm the number 2 favorite. Fuck out of here. With all these extra skill points coming in. NSM. Not that I'm going to use that. Fuck. Yeah, those two were like 100 each-ish, so around 2600. Okay, so we definitely take... Firm conditions is literally 50 points. I'm taking it. This is making it less likely to be an ace when I take stuff like right-handed and summer runner, but they're really good hints to take, so I'm taking them anyways. Focus on its own, not great, but when you consider its max hints, quite excellent. Taking the lead, yes, unrestrained for sure, for sure, for sure. I might take like a 4 hint hesitant paces just cause. Countermeasure, I'd like to, but she's not going to get very many points for that. I'm kind of like balancing between the two things right now. Front runner corners, yes. Dodging danger easily. Leader's pride, yep. Triple sevens, maybe. Burning spirit speed is really cheap, so I'm going to take it. Power is also cheap. Ignited spirit wit, very cheap. Love it, love it, love it. Position keep ends at 43 to 48% of the race, I think. 42 to 43% would more or less make sense. The first time I come back, I was forgetting about skill points. Oh, you just like, you finished the run and you were like, wait, I have no skills. Or do you mean like you didn't realize that you had 1 billion skill points? Okay, so now we need to make more choices, because I'm pretty sure I'm always taking all of these. I could take NSM and It's On would go really good for rating because they're rather cheap. They wouldn't be great for a for an actual like maybe she's not making team trials then. Because like I also don't really want to take these ults. Um so I think I'm gonna take these for rating and for the potential skill pass on, maybe straightaway recovery as well, but eh, that one's kind of whatever. Hesitant Paces is rather cheap. Sure. And I feel like there was one other I was looking at. I could take Ignited Spirit Guts. Is Guts... Okay, I actually need to check the skills on this one. Is Guts the one that eats stam? HP, whatever. No. It is kind of a mid one. It's got Speed and Excel. It's not usually one that you take, I feel like. Burning Guts is the best burning? Is it? It's point 0.1. It's point 0.1 Excel randomly in the late race. How is that good? It can be if you have really high guts, it becomes 0.12. Like that's not that good, right? Like that's pretty mid. Who am I misunderstanding how this fucking skill works? Randomly late race, you get 0.12, assuming that your team has a shitload of guts. It has target speed on it as well, but the target speed is also pretty fucking mid. It's point what is this? 0.05 base? It's not even a third of a white skill. I don't know if I believe that. Ignited Spirit Power is a 0.2 scaling Excel randomly in the late race. It's like twice as good. Burning not ignited. Burning Spirit Guts is a 0.3. Okay, I can see the burning. But that's also really hard to get your hands on, yeah? You would have to train Guts the most. The gold, not the white, I see. Yeah. But the ignited version is dog water. Tis quite dog water. I guess it's fine to have hints for it at that point, though. You know, I could take the wet conditions as well. Also has like more than double the duration target speed, so it's not dead if it hits late like power. Yeah, for the gold version. For the white version, a 0.05 scaling speed is not good. Unfortunately, it's still definitely not worth the skill points if it hits late. I guess it is something. Ignited Spirit Guts, 1.8 second. Ignited Spirit Power, 1.2 second. Okay, so not double the duration. It has 1.5x duration. It's 1.5x over the power. And that follows for the gold versions of both of them as well. I think I like taking wet conditions as well here. These seem fine. This better be a fucking UG. Those are good stats. Don't screw me. It's probably not UG. I feel like this is SS plus. I think it's not quite there. What did I say? Three strike speed ain't too bad though. We don't actually. You don't want the Guts Plus, right? I heard that the Guts Plus versions of these skills actually don't carry over to other scenarios. I guess it's fine if I'm training in Unity, though. Like, for right now, it's fine. I'm still gonna click the reroll because I have the extra TP. And since you get to choose, like, why not, right? Look at that. That might actually be better. Two-star speed versus three-star speed, sure, but two-star turf versus one-star front runner. Same alt, and then we've got what? We've got from the five, two, or three stars from the races versus three from the races, and we've got focus, early lead, final push, hesitant paces, which is whatever, and guts, which is whatever because it's a plus version. These are like the plus versions are just free extra stats. Maybe I'm thinking of the URA ones, but I heard somewhere that the plus versions of the sparks cannot be inherited in other scenarios. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. And it might only be specific to the URA sparks, but I heard that the plus versions are just worse because you can't get them elsewhere. Like, you can't use them elsewhere, I should say. Anyways, focus, early lead, final push are the three that are really worth looking at here. Versus right-handed early lead, final push. So only focus missing, but we get right-handed, three-star front runner corners, three-star ignited spirit guts, wit plus, which again, whatever, and a one-star unity as well. I think I actually like the reroll more. I'll take the two-star speed over the three-star to get a better turf and better whites. You definitely make the carrot team. Turf S, front S? Honestly, maybe you even make my fucking Team Trials team as well. I guess we'll see. New scenario record. Yippee! Miss Perfect. Receive inspiration from a legacy Umamusume with a career win in the Satsuki Show. Win at least 10 graded races, including the Okusho Shuka Show Queen Elizabeth II Cup, and place top 2 in all races. That seems to align with my testing. You can get the Spark stat from it, but when you spark it, I think you only get the base version, so you can get the Spark stat/stat from it, but when you spark it, I think you only get the base versions. Racing Stam Plus on the parent grandparent, but I've only gotten Racing Stam in Mant runs trying to loop. Okay, so it gives you are you saying that it still gives you the Stam version of it without the plus in other scenarios? Or are you saying that it's not triggering at all and the only times you've ever seen it is on a different white spark with just Stam and not Stam plus? The former or the latter there? I mean, I'll take 100,000 event points. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yes, still gives me Racing Stam as a spark in Mant, but I had Racing Stam Plus on the parent from URA. Okay, so if you see the plus version, it's not like, ooh, this is actively bad. It's just like, I'm not going to get the extra stats. Gotcha. Okay, I am currently running a Daiwa. This Daiwa is also not good. It's not too hard to beat this. Sure, she's got angling and scheming. So, like, my Daiwa that I put in here instead is probably not gonna, like, kick her ass or anything. But she does have Turf S front S and, like, a billion more wit. And better skills. Right? Like, you've got 3 golds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 other skills versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guaranteed, 10. One of Summer Runner right-handed probably triggers, so 11 whites, and the same 3 golds, but also 2 other golds that may or may not trigger. Probably not, but maybe. It's better with, you know, fucking 400 more wit. It's gonna end up better. So far, I have not been able to get the plus version outside of URA, but I have not done a ton of runs, but it would make sense that I can't get the plus version outside of that scenario. She does cook. She does cook. Probably should have just taken the angling and scheming, just to be safe, but, I mean, she cooks. 750 stim as a front runner is definitely enough for any mile that you can have thrown at you. No, I don't want to restore my RP, thanks. Let's see what we've got going over here. I think I still need to do like 3 more Mant runs. Yeah, 3 more Mant runs, a couple more team trials, and just 6 more career playthroughs in general. As long as half of my career playthroughs are Track Blazer, I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. We got, what, 2 more Rainbow Crystal Shards to go still. Nice. I'll be at 3.5 after this event then. Haven't spent any of mine yet. One of these days, I'm gonna have a great time. One of these times, I'm gonna get super unlucky and I'm gonna be forced to spend them to stay relevant. Um, do we want to raid out? I was thinking I might be able to get 2 runs in, but as I kind of, you know, yapped with chat and considered my options for way too long a lot of the time, we ended up still only having time for 1. Yeah, let's go raid out to someone. We could probably go raid Saren, yeah. Miwar is also streaming. Oh, so she is. She's streaming solo as well. You know what? We'll go raid Miwa. I haven't raided Miwa outside of like a collab in a long time. It feels like she collabs a lot. So we're gonna go say hey to her. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for, I'm going to say Crab Champions. I'm pretty sure it's Crab Champions. Might be a little bit later. Ignored? I didn't ignore you, Raceball. I saw you there. Thank you, Nushi. Thank you, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Interstellar night space, no one else sees.